We're back. That was a disconnect, a fully fledged disconnect. Quite scary because I was in this camp and there were a lot of mobs there earlier. Disconnect can actually leave you in game for a period of time after you've disconnected, so if they'd respawned I would have been dead. Right, so we are doing a supply crate. There is a rare that spawns here, but not at the minute. Yeah, I've said it before, but it bears repeating, and I know that's the lyrics from a song. We are killing stuff a lot quicker than we were on the previous run through this challenge. It's almost like you don't need gear, in all honesty, and this low level of talents mean absolutely nothing anyway, so I don't know. It's looking good so far. Well, clearly I spoke too soon, because as soon as I said that my microphone died, so the rest of this episode has no in-game commentary done at the time of gameplay, which is unfortunate. So I'm re-recording the audio after the fact. It's probably why it sounds a little bit different. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Let's just pretend it's a normal episode, and I will chat rubbish over the top, and it'll be really seamless, and you won't even be able to tell. Okay? Okay. Did you recover those collars? The gnome called a crackles and pops. Good work, Iron Sheps. I've just been handed some important information. It would appear that our most hated enemy, the Blackrock Orcs, have wised up. The gnome called a whirs, and a compartment opens up. I transferred a few silver over to you for the gnome gnoll kills. It would appear that the Blackrock Orcs have finally wised up. I'm getting reports that they've joined forces with the gnolls and are planning an attack. I want details, Iron Sheps. I need you to check out the Wrathbound Caverns located in the western region of the Red Ridge Canyons. Look for orcs with dark skin, kill any that you encounter, and search their corpses for information. Solomon out. Right, well that's the supply crates taken care of. What are we going to do with this guy? We don't need to kill him. He's just in the way, so let's get rid of him. Probably just checking that he was killable like the first one was, and it wasn't just luck the first time. So we're going to head to those caverns, the cave to the right up there. You know, I'll be glad when we can get rid of this chauffeur-driven mount. It's so noisy, and it'd be nice to ride something different for once. Right, the Wrathbound Caverns. What are we doing in here? They've wised up. Just put the missive in the little compartment and I'll read it. I am fluent in Orcish. You hear a distraught yell in the background. It looks like these orcs here under the direct command of Yowler. That means Yowler must have the orc invasion plans. You need to find Yowler, Iron Sheps. He'll be located somewhere in the northern region of the Red Ridge Canyons. Kill that mongrel and search his corpse for the Blackrock invasion plans. Should you succeed, bring the plans to me over in the town hall in Lakeshire. Solomon out. Okay, so we've got something to do in this cave, so let's continue on inwards. A few more of these Blackrock orcs. Ardo Dirtpaw. So we have some of these overseer dudes. I don't know what they're overseeing. Mushrooms? I don't know, it's not very clear. Red Drudger. That seems more like somebody who would be overseeing a mushroom, doesn't it? A Drudger. Okay, well, let's go up here. Auto Dirtpaw. The orb hisses as you touch it. Ding! Saving Foreman Oslau. Upon touching the orb you hear a faint click. You remove the orb from the pedestal. You now control the orb, therefore you now control the Ettins. Maybe you can use an Ettin to remove the huge boulder currently crushing Foreman Oslau over at Lakeshire. Find an Ettin, use the orb on the Ettin, then head over to Lakeshire. That's very precisely spelled out. I don't know how we could be confused by that at all. And then it says it again, which is a little bit pointless. Okay, so let's grab the orb. We can head back out of the cave. I'm not actually sure we need to kill any more of these. I don't know what I'm doing in this cave. Exploring, I think. So this episode was actually recorded before Legion launched. It's now November 14th, so we're going to go back in time a little bit when the next episode is uploaded. But as of today, or as of last week, we had BlizzCon. And one of the things that was quite exciting to hear from BlizzCon is how they specifically mentioned some changes that might be coming to Hunters for once. I mean, normally we don't get a lot of mention because we're mechanics-wise, we're pretty, I don't know, boring class now, I think. A lot of other classes have pets, for example. Didn't used to be the case in vanilla, of course, because warlocks and hunters and hunter pets were significantly different back then. That's Yowler Slain. Was two interesting things that came out of BlizzCon. One of them was that any talent which most hunters take, this goes for other classes as well, may be moved into just baseline talents that we get, or abilities that we get for our class, so we wouldn't need a talent to get them. So one of the things I'm really hoping we actually get is Post Haste, which is a movement. It's on the movement tier. I'm not actually sure if that's a thing, but it's a movement talent which gives us a speed buff whenever we do a disengage. And practically every hunter takes it because it's the best talent in that tier, basically. So I'm hoping that gets moved into a baseline ability. The other thing is that Blizzard have acknowledged that the fact that they regret survival hunters getting traps and the other two specs not having traps anymore. Traps have always been fundamentally hunter things. So it was a bit sad when they got removed on the Legion pre-patch. So maybe we're going to get those back. That would be also good. Whether they're like CC traps or damage traps, I'm not sure. Beastmaster certainly could use more abilities at the minute, even though it's pretty OP for this challenge now. We could definitely use something else to make the spec a bit more interesting to play.
I see.
Ah, well, there's the rare we were looking for earlier. So that's nice. And it just died so quickly. It's almost too easy. It is too easy, basically. I'm really hoping later levels kind of get a bit more difficult again. Right, what we're doing here, we are looking for an Etin to subdue, control. I'm just killing stuff whilst we wait for an Etin to appear. It's all XP. Is it that simple, or do I need to... That didn't appear to work, did it? And it's on a cooldown. Maybe I need to... Oh, there we go. Control it in. Yeah! I'm not sure. Did he just like help us with combat then? So in a previous run through of the Ironman challenge, I actually had in Ungaro, there's an NPC that kind of aids you whilst you're on a quest, and what I did was cleared the entire zone out with him. Some people thought that was cheating. I personally see that as not cheating. Like a fart in the wind. Thank you, citizen. Without you, we would have starved, or worse, been forced to go out and get food for ourselves. You're welcome. And there you go. Get off my mount. And Foreman Oslo saved. What's he going to do with the rock? Anywhere but the bridge! The joke here being that the bridge has spent probably about 8-9 years being broken, and when they put this quest in the game they'd only just fixed it. So there you go, and it fades away. Anyway, Foreman Oslau has been saved, so that's nice. I was kind of expecting something else to happen there, but it doesn't. We have a quest to hand in the town hall.
What can I do for you?
2 quests, in fact. Yowler must die. Do you have the Blackrock invasion plans? Magistrate Solomon takes the plans from you and begins reading. Shadowhide army? Damn those orcs to hell! These invasion plans speak of a massive build-up of orcish and Null forces in the east. Looks like Gathilzog, the Blackrock general, is preparing to march his armies across Lakeshire and attack Stormwind directly. Okay.
Be careful.
You used an Etin to remove the boulder that was crushing Foreman Oslo. Incredible work, Ironshep's. Oslo will be grateful once he regains his composure.
For the Alliance.
Okay, and we've got another quest. Yeah, come back.
Greetings.
Colonel Trotman. John J. Keeshan. You've ever heard of John Keeshan, Ironshep's? I was his commanding officer throughout all 3 Great Wars. And let me tell you, that man has killed more orcs than any man alive. If anyone can stop the Blackrock orc invasion, it's John J. Keeshan. We need to get him to help us, or Lakeshire will be nothing more than a mound of rubble and ash after that massive Blackrock army marches through Elwyn. I heard he was fighting in the underground fight club at the Lakeshire Inn. Find him and tell him everything you know. Okay, we're going to have to enlist John J. Keeshan from the Fight Club. Pretty sure he shouldn't have told us about the Fight Club. Right, we're going to leave that episode there, so join me next time. Hopefully we'll be back as normal, and I will have remembered to turn the microphone on.